just like bad friends. Let's just back up a little bit. If a man decides that he wants to bring a friend home, right? Once the guy's in the home, there's certain things he's just going to do, right? And so if you're bringing him home, you got to make sure he's the guy that's going to act and behave properly, right? Well, in the case of demons, when you come home, it's being the friend home. He's in your house, which means he's going to just start doing stuff, right? Okay. But that means that by bringing him into the home, by committing the sin, you see this really a lot with pornography, when guys watch pornography. We'll talk about that a little bit in just a little bit. But they'll perform the action that does that, but because he's the head of the household, and he brings the thing into the house, that means everyone else becomes subject to him, indirectly at least. And this is one of the reasons why it becomes a problem. Now, once the person has been complicit in this, and once he's brought the demon home and he becomes complicit in it, then what happens is anybody under him becomes subject also to that demon when he lets him into the home. Then what happens is with each subsequent generation, it can be passed purely on the authority structure, from father to daughter, from daughter to child, etc. So, for example, some of you heard me talk about this. There was a woman who brought me her child. The child was 10 months old, little girl, cute little thing. And it was one of the most beautiful little placid kids you'd met until the demon manifested. And then my nickname for it became Chucky the Doll. Literally, you couldn't hold the thing because it would try and gouge your eyes out. It's only 10 months old. It can't even hardly move. I mean, it has no control of its motor function hardly. And yet it's trying to gouge your eyes out. Okay. What we discovered, we think, through that process is that through the father, who was an upstart, he was a very good moral man. Actually, I think he was rather saintly. But we think it was passed to him. And then from him to the daughter, and then it skipped the daughter in the generations. But then it did end up in her daughter as a result of this. This authority structure is through the biological lineage line.